guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be doing a full review of the Cerave products that I've been using in my skincare routine. I've been using this routine for well over 6 weeks now, so thought I would share my honest opinion with you guys. So stay tuned and let's jump straight into it. So as you probably know, if you watch this channel, I have super acne prone skin. I've done a course of Accutane. I'm currently using a topical retinoid. So my skin is quite dry, but still very, very acne prone. So I've been looking for products that can really help with that combination. So I'm keeping my skincare super simple. I'm honestly not even really cleansing in the morning. I'm just splashing my face with water, applying moisturizer and SPF and leaving the house. But in the evening, I do like to cleanse, and then I will use like a muslin cloth with my cleanser. I'll then apply my moisturizer and then my topical retinoid, which at the moment I'm using tretinoin. If you want to follow my tretinoin journey, I've been using it for over a year now. I'll link that on screen so you can have a look. So yeah, skincare wise, not a ton of products. So the products that I'm using, I need them to really, really work for me. So the more simple my skincare routine, the less my skin's going to be irritated, the less breakouts I'm going to have, and yeah, just the better my skin is going to look in general. So the two products I've been using from Cerave are the Hydrating Cleanser, which gets talked about a lot, and then the second product is the Moisturizing Cream. And I have actually picked this up a little while ago. It might have been like a couple of years ago in the actual tub, but to be honest, I really didn't use it for my face. I was mainly using it for my body. But now that they've got it in this really handy tube, I bought this again and I've just been using this really on my face and my chest. So let's start with the Hydrating Cleanser because, as I said, this gets talked about a lot. It gets compared quite a lot to the Cetaphil Gentle, is it the Gentle Daily Cleanser? I think that's what it's called, which I used to use for years. I think probably over about 5 years. I've actually done a full review of the Cetaphil products I used, so I will link that on screen now as well. Feel free to go and check that out. And also, if you guys want me to do an actual honest review or honest comparison of the two, then leave me a comment and let me know, because if you're debating about whether to start this or the Cetaphil cleanser, I'm happy to share what my thoughts are on that. And even better, if you've tried the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser and the Cetaphil Daily, I can't remember what it's called, the Daily Moisturizing Cleanser, I can't remember what it's called, then leave me a comment and let me know which one you preferred. So as I said, let's start with the Hydrating Cleanser and my thoughts on it, because it is such a hyped up product if you have really dry acne prone skin. And for one, I have to say that this is so simple to use. It's really a product that is just so, like, there's no fuss about it. It is what it says it is. It's a hydrating cleanser with really no extras. So for example, if you're going to want to take your makeup off, I'm not going to advise that you would probably use this. It's more of like a second cleanse if you like. So for me, if I'm wearing makeup and SPF, I would take that off with the Garnier Micellar Water or a Micellar Water. I've used a few in the past. So once I've taken that off with like a cotton pad, I'll then go in with this and my muslin cloth. So yeah, I'd probably use about 2 pumps of this in the evening just to wash my face with, and then yeah, remove it with the muslin cloth. For the price, I think I paid about £5 for this, and honestly, it lasts ages. As I said, it's been 6 weeks, and quite honestly, my boyfriend's been using this as well, and I'm probably about here. And that is great for me because honestly, I don't know if you can really find a cheaper product that does just this. I will add that this was on offer in Superdrug. I think normally it retails probably just under £10. So yeah, really, really worth the price for me. And yeah, considering I've tried other cleansers that are honestly half this size and probably triple the amount of money, I really don't think you can go wrong. So to talk a little bit more about the actual ingredients in this, it is fragrance free, which is obviously great if you've got sensitive skin like me. I would really advise for everyone's products to be fragrance free. There really is no need to have fragrance in them. Some things I do have, like my moisturizer has a tiny bit of fragrance, which has never really bothered me. But honestly, like for the most part, I really just don't see why there'd be fragrance in anything. So it's also got 3 essential ceramides, and oh, let me just have a quick look. Yeah, it just says ceramide NP, ceramide AP. So I'm not entirely sure what those stand for, but from looking at other reviews, I do believe that that is one of these is niacinamide, and it's also got hyaluronic acid, which, as we all know, hyaluronic acid is great because it really retains that moisture in your skin. It really attracts hydration so that you can kind of lock it in when you moisturize after. So yeah, really, really big fan of the ingredients list, and I think, you know, if you, as I said, have dry sensitive skin, as I keep saying, then this is going to be a winner for you. However, I will also add that because of these ceramides, I do believe that it does leave like a bit of a stinging sensation sometimes, which to me seems really odd for something that's designed for sensitive skin. And not everybody has these reactions, and quite honestly, it hasn't been every time I've used the product. And I do believe that if I wasn't using a retinoid, that perhaps it wouldn't do this. But I do believe the combination of the retinoid mixed with the essential ceramides is causing it to kind of sting and react a tiny bit when I use it. However, it hasn't left like a lasting reaction. Like once I washed it off, there really is no evidence that I've had any kind of irritation to my skin. So yeah, for that reason, I am still continuing with this. It was a little bit off-putting when I first tried it. And as I said, it's not every single night, so it seems a bit strange. However, whether I was using essential ceramides in my face wash or if I was using them in my moisturizer or a serum, I would still want to be using them because I have used salicylic acid for the majority of my life up until I went on Roaccutane a few years ago. So I really want to make sure that I'm repairing the moisture barrier of my skin and just looking after my skin in general. So that, you know, really involves actually using some of these ceramides. So as I said, that's the reason I'm using this still. I'm finishing the bottle. Whether I'm going to buy this again is up for debate. Like I said, on paper, it seems like a really, really great product and I feel like it's doing good things for my skin, but the only drawback is that reaction I'm having when my skin slightly stings. So yeah, maybe leave me a comment and let me know what you think I should do. So the next product I've been using, like I said, is the moisturizing cream, and this I'm only using in the evening. In the mornings, I'm using my Avene moisturizer, which I've always talked about on here, the Hydrating Optimal, and then I'm using an SPF 50. So this is just a simple moisturizer that I'm using in the evening after I've washed my face. Now, the texture of this is, dreamy. It's exactly the kind of texture that I like. Really, really, really creamy, but without leaving like a tacky kind of residue. It feels very, very much like a Cetaphil moisturizer that I used to use as well. Sinks in super quickly. As you can see, it was super thick, but it's just kind of literally sunk into my skin within seconds. So the ingredients in this are super simple. This is why I don't think you really need to spend tons of money on moisturizers. You really just need something that does the job, and this is super affordable, like I said. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for this, but again, it was under £10, around that mark. And in here, we just have aqua water, like you would normally find as the first ingredient in a moisturizer. And then there's glycerin, which is a super affordable humectant. So essentially it just retains the water in your skin. And then there should be an emollient in here, which I think comes, yeah, so I mean, exactly that. It's very, very simple. It's just water, a humectant, and an emollient. So yeah, that's all you really need for this. There are a ton of ingredients, which I'm not gonna go through because some of them are very hard to pronounce. I also think it provides a really good base for when I'm applying tretinoin. I apply my tretinoin every other night, so I do give myself an evening as like a break. And on the evenings that I'm applying my tretinoin over the top of my moisturizer, it just goes on so smoothly. As I said, also really, really similar to the Cetaphil moisturizer I used to use. And again, leave me a comment if you want me to review and compare both of them together, because obviously there's going to be some differences. So have I noticed a difference in my skin using these products over the last 6 weeks, and would I purchase them again? Simple answer is I'm on the fence about whether I would repurchase these. As I said, there's so many pros to using these products. I think for one, this product I'm definitely going to repurchase. I just have, yeah, this is just exactly what I want in a moisturizer for the evening. So yeah, I mean, considering you get so much in a bottle, it works so well in your body as well, I definitely will repurchase this. In terms of the Cerave moisturizer, this is the one I'm on the fence about, as I explained, so I'm not entirely sure that I would repurchase this. And in terms of how my skin has been, so currently I'm just wearing a tiny bit of bronzer. I don't know how it's going to show up on screen, but as you can see, my skin is doing really well this week. I have had a few small breakouts. There's one on my nose here, and you know, over the last 6 weeks, I can't say that I've noticed like a huge noticeable difference in my skin. I feel like it's definitely more hydrated, but I think that's down to the moisturizer as opposed to the cleanser. I would say there hasn't been a huge change from my previous skincare routine, which was predominantly using the Afluent Skincare Gel Cleanser, which I do still use when I've worn makeup that day. But really that's quite rare. And then also in the evening I was using a moisturizer by Evolve, which I definitely don't think was doing a very good job now that I've moved on to using this. So yeah, in terms of actually seeing a real difference, I think the hydration levels, yes, but in terms of acne and hyperpigmentation and the things that I'm generally trying to treat most of the time, I haven't really noticed a difference in that in comparison to my previous skincare routine. Cetaphil, on the other hand, I have a different opinion about. So in fact, I'll leave that on screen now. Definitely go and check out that video and decide for yourself, because perhaps Cetaphil might be a better option for you than Cerave, or vice versa. So yeah, click the link on screen. I can never remember where it is. Click the box, go and check that video out and let me know what you think. However, when I was on Roaccutane, I definitely layered this stuff on me, and it's great, you know, when you get dry skin in the winter around your nose. In fact, I have it right now. But it's great for sort of healing those sort of areas, and around the eyes. You know, you can wear this as an eye cream. You don't need to buy a specific eye cream. This will do just the same thing.